Welcome, welcome. Thank you very much. Happy Saturday to everybody for tuning in to the Business Transformation Show. I'm T. Allen Haynes. This is episode 5 on 7 critical steps to a positive thinking. So, thanks again for tuning in. I know your time is valuable. So, hopefully, you're getting some value out of this. And if you haven't listened to the previous episodes, I encourage you to go back and listen to them. So today's topic, let's get right into it, is remove the fear of mistakes. And I want to tell you, my journey has been full of mistakes, and that's all part of it. It's all part of the success journey is the mistakes. So you can't fear those. And you start a new project or take on a new task in your life, you spend a lot of time worrying about making mistakes or making it perfect. And that freezes people in their steps. And you have to take imperfect action and start in whatever you're working on. It might be a book, it might be a product, it might be a task that you're hung up on. I talk to clients all the time about publishing their book, and some of them respond and say that they've been working on it for 10 years. Really? 10 years? So, you can't be paralyzed by fear. And, it's a learned behavior, and everybody has it, or everybody goes through it, but you have to learn to control it. I told you early on that the only thing you can control in this life is how you think and your thought processes. So you've got to keep that fear at bay. When I first started doing what I'm doing today, I made a lot of mistakes, but I kept taking imperfect action until I got it right. And I wouldn't have got to where I'm at today if I hadn't have taken those steps. And I talk about that in my new book, The Authority Code, where you can also get yourself a copy at theauthoritycodebook.com, theauthoritycodebook.com, and I go into great detail of all the mistakes that I've made. And it's very natural, and everybody makes them. So don't fear the mistakes. There are times that I really messed things up, and some of it was lack of experience. When I first started publishing books, I made a lot of mistakes, and you just have to learn to work through them. And at a point, you'll be, I know from experience, 100% of the time, you'll be able to turn those situations into a win. But you need to be able to leverage that. So let's go over a couple of steps, or a simple process where you can overcome this fear. Number one is you got to make sure and take ownership. Okay? You take ownership of the problem. If it's with a client or with somebody else in your family, apologize and own it. And you're going to correct it. Don't ignore it, but take ownership. Number 2 is focus on the solution. A lot of people will get angry or get upset, and there's no reason to do that. It's just to remain calm, work through it. Just for instance, yesterday I had a challenge. I got invited to be on a show, and there were some severe technical problems, and we just couldn't get through it. I didn't get mad. I didn't get upset. It's just we just couldn't, get it to work. So force, to dwell on the potential solutions. What are the solutions? And you can call on colleagues, or you can call on others for counseling and support you on how to fix the problem thoroughly. And talk about it. and the solution will present itself every time. And this next one, number 3, I love, is called Go Above and Beyond. You can't go wrong when you go above and beyond on anything. So once you've come up with a solution, not only do we implement it and test it, but I always go above and beyond so I can show the client that I care about doing a good job and I care about delivering a good product. It could be something simple like writing a process document on how the problem was resolved, or something more complex like adding features to the system that didn't pay for as a bonus. Adding something above and beyond what you promised is always a good practice once you've fixed the solution. So in many cases, I was able to turn frustration and maybe a frustrated customer or client into a raving fan. Once you own it and once you fix the problem and over-deliver, it becomes forgivable on the other side, and you as well. And you earn the respect and admiration from your client through the actions that you've taken to fix it. Not only in business, but in life as well. With your relationships, with your personal relationships, with your co-employees. And I can't reiterate the fact that is owning it. Don't make excuses. Don't blame anybody. Just own it. Own up to it and fix it is the best thing that you can do. And, you know, we're all human, and learn to accept the fact that you're going to mess up at some point in life or in business. Nobody's perfect. If you look at all the successful people in the world and you look in their background, it's not perfect, okay? So you're no different. And the key is to start taking inspired action and imperfect action, and eventually over time you'll get it right. But if you keep sitting around thinking that you need to get started, or you want to get started but it's not perfect yet, that has to stop. Okay? Because you can commit to excellence but not perfection. And you can do what it takes to correct mistakes when you make them. You're going to pick up a ton of technical skill, and you also earn the support of the people you deal with. I'm telling you, when I first started publishing, I knew nothing about it. I just jumped into it and started doing it. And you learn by doing. And I made some pretty bad mistakes, but I was able to recover and fix it. So that's the key, is be able to recover and fix it. So, short message today on a Saturday. Make sure you spend time with your family and friends. Stay in the moment. I encourage you to go back over the previous episodes on the 7 critical steps to positive thinking. As you know, I just come out with a new book called The Authority Code. I invite you to download your copy at theauthoritycodebook.com, theauthoritycodebook.com. I also have several bonuses there for you as well. And make sure you download your copy, where I take you step by step through positioning yourself in the marketplace as the leader and as the go-to expert, and using the exact same system that I used. So make sure you get that, and then tune in for tomorrow for episode 6. I can't believe how fast this is going. And then we'll wrap it up Monday with episode 7, and then we'll start a new series. So thanks again for tuning in. I hope this is helping you in some way, and I look forward to the next episode. So make sure you tune in tomorrow, okay? So until the next time, we'll see you again.